What's up, gang? Hey man, in this video I'm gonna talk about this Ashley St. Clair chick and how dark she truly is. So without further ado, man, if you guys haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button so we can spread this to everybody who needs to hear this. But make sure you watch this video to the very end, because I am going to break down all of the traits that women like this and the majority of modern day women have, so that you can avoid these dark traits so you don't end up on the wrong side of a lawsuit. With that being said, let's jump into the video. I want to talk about this chick, Ashley St. Clair. She's suing Elon Musk for sole custody of the baby. So I'm gonna give you a full breakdown of what I know about this chick, just to bring you guys up to speed, just in case you guys don't know a lot about her. This Ashley St. Clair chick, she decided to have a baby with Elon Musk. She knew what she was getting into. She knew who Elon Musk was. Obviously, who doesn't know who Elon Musk is? He's one of the most wealthy guy on the planet, or in the USA, or if not the most wealthy, one of the most wealthiest guys on the planet. And you know what I mean? He's the owner of X. He's SpaceX, Tesla, you know, and he probably owns a lot of other companies that we don't even know about. But he's a busy guy. He's super successful, and this lady wanted to have a baby with him, right? So she knew what she was getting into with him. I believe financially, because Elon chose to have a baby with her, she doesn't have to worry about any of her needs being covered financially, because I believe Elon Musk is making sure, you know, her bills are paid, her housing. I believe Elon Musk is making sure she's straight. But that's not enough for her. She wants to take it to court. She wants more, right? She wants more out of Elon. She wants sole custody of the child. She wants if she wins the lawsuit and she gets sole custody, it comes with monthly financial incentives in most cases. If you get sole custody of the child, there is a lifestyle that you have to uphold in order to raise this child a certain type of way. So on top of the living arrangements and all that stuff that she has, she also wants a monthly salary on Elon's watch. But obviously it's more than what she's getting. She wants as much as she can suck out of this guy. That's what she wants, right? So that's just me catching you guys up to speed. Obviously you can look into it more to get more deeper and darker into it, but obviously her friend leaked some of the text messages between her and her girlfriend, because the only reason her friend leaked text messages because she was leaking messages that were not even supposed to be leaked. They were supposed to be encrypted messages that disappear after a while, but she took pictures of those messages with another phone, obviously to do this. Like, this is like premeditated. This is like a premeditated offense against Elon Musk. And her friend leaked messages between the two of them, the Ashley St. Clair girl with her friend, and her friend said that, forget the girl code, the reason I'm leaking the messages is because she's trying to paint Elon Musk to be something that he is not, and in actuality she's the dark one out of the group. She's the one that's been planning this. She told her girl back in the day, I gotta have babies from Elon Musk, I gotta have these rocket babies. You know, she pursued Elon. You know, she was asking her friend, you know, how can I be more funny so I can seduce him? So she pursued Elon Musk. She basically seduced Elon Musk, and she also planned on having his kids so that she could possibly do something like this. And now we're here. Now her plan is basically coming to fruition. So the reason that I want to bring up that story and talk about that story, and especially on my channel, is because I'm trying to tell you guys, this is one of the reasons why you should care less about most of these women, because women like this exist. And in today's population, with the modern day woman, these women exist at a higher and higher and higher percentage. A lot of these women are out here maliciously acting in a fraudulent manner in order to get what they want out of a man, right? Now this particular girl, you know, she's the girl that I tell everybody to stay away from when it comes to something serious, right? So like a girl like this, and the reason I say a girl like this is because it's alleged that she's hooked up with a lot of guys in her past. You know what I mean? So basically what we would call her is she's ran through. She's been around the block, right? So the reason why I tell guys to stay away from girls like this is because a lot of these girls that are ran through by a lot of men, they usually tend to have dark traits and they tend to be bad people, right? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, a girl who can, you know, keep her purity, you know what I mean, save herself for the men that she actually cares for and wants to do something with, and something like that, that says a lot to that girl's character. The girl who's loose, right, who's, you know, giving it to pretty much as many guys that she finds somewhat attractive, that says a lot about her character. And I'm actually going to break this down as to what I've experienced and what I know from my personal experience on why these girls who get around tend to not be the best people. Some of them are cool. Like, when I say the best people, some of them are cool to talk to. Like, as long as you're not the target, some of these girls are cool to talk to. They understand men. You can have conversations with them. You don't got to tiptoe around them. You ain't got to walk on eggshells around them, because they understand that you a man. They understand that you like to have sex. They understand your nature. They understand men sometimes better than the naive girl would, right? That doesn't mean that when they have their target set on somebody that they cannot be some of the most dark, malicious people on the planet, right? So you gotta understand, I deal with chicks that maybe some of them have somewhat of a past. They're extremely attractive, a lot of them, but maybe they got around with a few dudes, or maybe they got a rotation, whatever the case is. But I deal with them in a rotation sense. That's a rotation chick, you feel me? And I make it pretty damn clear what the fuck we are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this ain't no relationship. I ain't trying to get you pregnant. I ain't trying to take you serious. Like, we gonna stay in this situationship / rotation for as long as she allows it. Sometimes it can go for 2 years. Sometimes it can go for 3 years. Sometimes it never ends. Sometimes they even get into relationships, and, you know, every 3 to 4 months they hit you up. I miss you. When you coming? When can I see you? When can we get? They have code words. When can we get ice cream? We both know what when we get ice cream mean. At least I know what that means. It means they trying to sneak out on their husband. They trying to do a little something. You feel me? So I say all that to say this: for all you guys out here that's still being conned by a cute face and a feminine voice and a girl who's somewhat well spoken. A lot of these girls, they aren't really well spoken like you think. If you challenge a lot of their beliefs and words, you realize that they don't know what they talking about most of the times. But they come off as maybe well spoken, cute, put together, somewhat feminine, and somewhat talking your language. So what this girl did, she's acting like she's some kind of conservative Republican. She's kind of like talking the language of the men. You know what I mean? She's trying to, you know, win over points. And girls are really, really, really good at this. Like, they're some of the best when it comes to manipulation out there. That's why the guy who she can't manipulate is the guy that she respects. Because girls go on earth being able to manipulate so many men that have money, men that are broke, men that they manipulate men, especially if the more attractive they are, the better they are at it. They can manipulate guys from all walks of life. They get so good at manipulating guys. The fact when they run into a guy that they can't manipulate, that's the guy that's like, something's different about this guy. I can't manipulate him. You know what I mean? I can't get one over on him. I usually can work my magic on any guy and get one over him. But this guy, I can't do it. That's the guy that she respects. Right? And I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why a girl with a past usually tends to have these traits more often than a girl who's a little bit naive and doesn't really have a past. And I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't date them. So from my experience, because like I said, I know girls who get around, you know what I mean? They're open, honest with me, because I do the 80-20 rule, so they're talking most of the time. What happens with these chicks is they hook up with a lot of guys, right? And girls tend to be attracted to guys with dark triad traits. That just tends to be something that just turns girls on. So any girl that's hooking up a lot, they probably ran into a lot of guys with dark triad traits, right? What I try to teach you guys is to care less so that you can still attract those type of women, but all you doing is just turning your care down. I'm not telling you to be a dark triad and just be a shiesty, malicious, dark personality, but girls tend to like these shiesty, manipulative, dark personality type of guys, and a girl who gets around a lot has probably ran across and slept with a lot of these guys. And you got to understand that when they're sleeping with these guys and consistently sleeping with these guys, a lot of these dark triad guys are putting these girls in their rotation. So what that means is there are still conversations being shared with these dark triad guys, right? So give you an example, and it's a chick that I ran into, and this just let me know how some women are as dark as they are, right? And how they even get the knowledge to be so dark. So it's this one girl, she got around, you know what I mean? And one of the guys that was in her rotation, but she was in his rotation too, it was a situationship. She ran across a lawyer, right? So she was hooking up with a lawyer. But this is not a normal, you know, good boy lawyer, nice guy lawyer. No, this is the bad guy lawyer who, like, knows how to bend the rules. He knows the gray area in the law. He knows how to get around things. He knows he's a successful lawyer because he knows how to operate in the gray area. So she's telling me about this guy, cause she was just so mind blown with, like, how much stuff you can get away with, you know, how the law is, how there's so much gray area in the law, how there's certain things, if you set it up a certain way, and if you have just enough evidence, that how you can get tons of money out of people, how you can win lawsuits, how you can, you know, how you can get money from large insurance claims. This guy was teaching her everything in the book, because what she was doing was she was giving her body for exchange for lifestyle, because the guy was, when they did hang out, the guy was taking her to nice restaurants, telling her basically everything she wanted to hear, and also telling her how he got so successful. He got so successful for basically playing in the gray area. You know what I mean? He gets successful by playing with the law. You know what I mean? Because what he was telling her, in so many words, at least this is what she was telling me, was she was just so fascinated with the fact that, you know, it's not even about what's right and wrong. It's about what can be proven in court. Like, she was like, this guy was telling her about, like, what can be proven in court. You know, all this stuff, you know, it doesn't matter if it's actually right. You know, it just depends on the lawyer. A lot of lawyers suck, you know, but I'm one of the better ones. I can get people off on pretty much anything. You give me enough evidence. So they run into these guys. And that's just one scenario, right? What if she's hooking up with a judge? What if she's hooking up with, you know, a trapper? You feel me? A drug dealer who knows how to get around stuff, who knows how to get around laws. What if she's hooking up with a guy who's like a crooked mayor or some shit like that? These girls are hooking up with these guys with dark triad traits because that's who they tend to be attracted to. They like the bad boy. They like the guy who bends the rules. They like the guy who moves to the beat of his own drum. These are the guys that they like. So any girl with a bunch of bodies like this chick, she has a lot of information, a lot of dark information that she can use against anybody, including Elon Musk. Now, who knows what led her to come to this lawsuit? But from the messages that her friend leaked, we know that pretty much everything up into even having the baby by Elon Musk was premeditated, similar to premeditated murder. But instead of this being premeditated murder, this is premeditated, get this guy to have a kid with me so I can suck the most resources possible out of this guy. Where does she get those thoughts? Where does she get where does she get that information? Just like when you watch my channel when I was talking shit about Eva Lovia, where did she say that she got most of the stuff that she was talking about? She said that she got most of the stuff that she was talking about by her guy friends. And obviously her guy friends has these dark triad traits because they were lying to her. So the stuff that she was bringing up on the whatever podcast, stuff like that, they were all lies. So the information that you're getting from your guy friends happen to be lies. So that means that the guys you surrounding yourself around have these dark triad traits. That's why I wouldn't be surprised if she was actually cheating on her husband with these guy friends. Any girl with a lot of guy friends, you gotta understand, 9 times out of 10, girls, they would make the good guy their husband, but that doesn't mean that good guy checks all their boxes sexually. They will make the good guy their husband, and then they'll have the guy friend on the side, sometimes fucking them. You know what I mean? Not a very low percentage of these girls is actually fucking faithful in relationships, no matter how much of them tell you that they are. Every girl on the fucking planet is gonna say she's faithful, she'll never cheat. Damn near every girl says that. Every girl says that. I was in the middle of getting head from a chick that said she would never cheat on her man, and then I seen her probably 3 weeks later at the club with a man. I was like, who the fuck is this? She's like, oh, that's my boyfriend. I was like, was he together when? She was like, yeah. She's like, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. So I backed the fuck off. You feel me? So it's like every girl says that they don't cheat, or they don't do this stuff, or they don't do this. A lot of these women, they are worse than men. But what women have learned at a very young age is be cute, look innocent, nobody's gonna question what you say. I remember I was dealing with this chick, and she was super dark, but she was cute little Jewish little girl. So she said she should have been caught with probably 5 DUIs, but she said she was only caught with 1 DUI, because she said usually when she gets pulled over for doing dumb, being drunk and driving, she usually just flirts with the cop. The cop never checks her for a DUI. He lets her get on the way, just gives her a warning, doesn't give her a ticket. So the 5th time when she had a DUI, and this cop was a fucking dick, and she even said it, she's like, this guy, nothing worked on him. My flirting, my nothing. He told me get out of the car, he made me do the breath test, he made me do the breathalyzer, he took me to jail. She was so shocked, even though she was drunk, she was so shocked that she was even going to jail. She had a temper tantrum, damn near not wanting to be arrested, like damn near that he had to like get back up just to even get her in cuffs and get her in the cop car, because in her mind she couldn't even believe that she could even be possibly going to jail. Because usually what happens when she's drunk driving, she just is cute, she flirts with the fucking officer forgets to do his fucking job, he gives her a warning, and she's on her fucking way. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to tell you is these girls have figured out that if I sound cute, I look good, and I have a feminine voice, most men are easily fucking manipulated. Most men will do what I want them to do. Very few men move to the beat of their own drum. So what happens is when they do find a guy who doesn't care about them, who moves to the beat of his own drum, there's something internal inside of her where she has some level of respect for this guy, because he's like, damn, he's not blinded by my beauty. It's like her superpower doesn't work on this guy, which in turn actually makes her pussy wet. But they're going to tell you that that's not the case. I guarantee you, if a guy was watching my videos and a girl walked up to him watching my videos, the first thing the girl's gonna try to do is tell him, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh my God, we don't respond to that. She's gonna do everything. She's gonna do it with a sweet voice. She's gonna do it kind, sweet. She knows how to manipulate men. She's been doing it her whole fucking life. She's gonna do it with the sweetest, most cunning voice possible, telling you that this guy don't know what he's talking about. Women don't respond that way. Blah 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 blah. Knowing damn well she's lying. Knowing she's lying. She know what her homegirls respond to. She know the guys that her homegirls hook up with. She know the guys that's getting all the pussy. She knows it. But she also knows that your dumb ass don't know it. She also knows you are so easily manipulated that everything that she says, she can do no goddamn wrong in your eyes. She knows how to put on that sweet voice. She knows how to put on that sweet little dress. She knows how to control you by the head that's in your dick, opposed to the head that's in your motherfucking the brain that's in your dick, opposed to the head that's on your motherfucking shoulders. She knows it. She's a master at it. You know, especially girls with a past. You know, as a guy, for your main chick, you should be looking for a simp. You should be looking for a girl who doesn't have a lot of experience hooking up with guys. You should be looking for a girl that's a little bit naive, that's just you know what I mean, just innocent and pure, and not in these streets. Because what a lot of guys do is they go for just hot, she's beautiful, and then once they see beauty, they shut everything down. And then they get to know her. They understand that, oh yeah, you know, I used to do OnlyFans in the past. Dudes accept it. Oh, you know, I used to be a P-star. Dudes accept it. Oh, you know, I used to get around back in the day. Dudes accept it. You know what I mean? I hooked up with some guys back in the day. Dudes accepted. They accepted. And then they wonder why they get caught up in these situations like Sky Bree did to that little dumb little dude or whatever the case is. I don't even know the dude's name. But they get caught up in situations like that because they ignored all the fucking red flags. They ignored every single red flag there was about this chick. They ignored her past. They ignored everything. Because a lot of guys don't understand that the guys that she was dealing with in her past, most of them had dark triad traits. Because that's what most women are naturally fucking attracted to. Most of these guys were the fucking bullies of the school, the guys who moved to their own beat of their own drum, the guy who was the bad boy, the guy that was low-key getting in trouble, the guy that was breaking the rules. They dealing with the rebels. They not dealing with... A lot of you guys think that when a girl's being ran through by a lot of guys, you think that she's dealing with the sweet, innocent guys like yourself. Like good men who treat women right, who, you know, solid guys. No, she's dealing with fucking menaces to society, low-key. And she's picking up on these traits. Some people even go a little bit deeper and they say when a guy enters his penis into a woman and he exchanges his energy inside of that woman, a little bit of that guy's traits stick with that woman. I don't go that deep. You know what I mean? I'm not the one that's going to sit here and I'm not the one that believe in all the energy and all this bullshit. But there's also studies that say a little piece of that guy's DNA sticks with her for 7 years and all this bullshit. Okay, I'm not going to get into all that. But some people believe that shit. But you also got to understand that there's something that she resonates with this bad guy. This guy who moves to the beat of his own drum. This guy who breaks the rules. This guy who can get away with murder. Something about that guy she fucking resonates with. Why? Why is that? Why does she resonate with the guy that has all these dark traits? Because she has the same dark traits. She can get away with murder. All she has to do is sound cute, put on a cute little voice, look pretty, and she can pretty much get away with almost anything. And if she takes it a step further, which some women do, is she can get a man to fight her battles for her too. And she can get a man to act irrationally and murder somebody else too. Oh yes, for real. Look at Emmett Till's situation. Woman lied on that boy to get that boy hurt and murdered. You get what I'm trying to say? That's not the only situation. That's just the only situation that you know about. Women have no problem stirring up stuff and allowing men to fight their battles and allowing them to fight to the death. They have no problem doing that. You know what I mean? But my opinion, the way that stuff works, I always say that the abuser will always have more psychological damage than the person who's being abused. So what I always say, when you get all these beautiful women who are crazy, who are bipolar, who have personality disorders and all of this stuff like this, what I believe honestly is the torturer has more psychological damage than the person being tortured. There was a study that said that victims that survived torture walk around with lower levels of anxiety than people who have never been tortured. So I don't know why that is. Y'all guys can look into the study and let me know. But the abuser, the person who did the torture, walks around with higher levels of anxiety. So all these women doing all these dark things to these men, like this girl, knowing that what she was doing to Elon Musk is dead ass wrong and it's manipulative, and who gave her the idea to do it, she's executing on it. It is going to psychologically stick with her to the rest of her life. What she did to Elon. Elon's gonna be fine, but it is gonna weigh down on her. This is why you see all these beautiful women, especially when they start getting older and they can't no longer get away with the stuff they used to be able to get away with, because they was cute, they was innocent, they had the sweet voice. And if we get a lot more people on this wave where I'm telling guys just care less about women, the world will balance itself out. The reason that even women are able to do this to so many men is because so many men are simps. That's the only reason. So many men are simps. So many men are in the girl's inbox. Some guys act hard for real, and they be in the inbox, girl, you beautiful, you the most beautiful thing I ever seen. And it's not just one guy. It's thousands of them. So then you wonder why these girls feel like they can do no wrong. Now, she's not going to give those thousands of guys that's telling her she's gorgeous, she's beautiful. She's going to give the guy a chance that doesn't care as much. The guy that doesn't care as much, that's the guy whose validation she's chasing. While all these guys that do care, she's ignoring them. Or she's putting them in the friend zone or whatever the case is. But the guys that she's really hooking up with, chasing their validation, are the guys that could care less. So you guys are actually doing the thing, you guys are doing it all backwards, right? If you actually want to hook up with a chick and you want to be with her, you should actually care less, not more. Because the guys that care less are the ones that get the results. But what these simps do is they throw all their cards on the table. Damn, girl, you thick. Damn, girl, you beautiful. Damn, girl, heart eyes. Oh my goodness, girl, I can't believe a woman is as beautiful as you. Bro, I've been in some of these girls' inboxes and seen some of these messages, and I just laugh. Like, I've had girls show me, like, look at, she's like, I can't even believe, I gave you a shot. Look at all these guys that try to talk to me. You get girls because you don't care. They always want to prove themselves to you and shit. So they'll give you their shit, and then you look through their shit, and you be like, God damn, it's a lot of simp ass niggas in this bitch messages. You feel me? But shit, you just play that shit cool, be like, shit, them some simps. You feel me? Those dudes simps. Cause they are. It's the fucking truth. Those dudes are fucking simps. Those dudes are simps. That's why she didn't give them no chance. So this how I'm gonna end this video, man. I hope you learned something from this girl's case. I truly hope you guys did. Because this girl has just proven the dark side of female nature. No matter how well she talks on camera, no matter how well she talks on the podcast, no matter how cute she is, no matter none of that shit, this is how a lot of women operate, think, and move. Luckily for her, she had the ability to do so, and with the opportunity, she showed female nature. So don't let these girls trick you that, oh, I support Trump. Don't let them trick you that they conservative. Don't let them trick you like, oh, you know, try to like talk you into like red pill stuff. I know some girls be like, you be like, oh yeah, women these days, oh, they suck. They be the women, they'll say some shit like that to you to try to make it seem like they on your fucking level, like they think like you, and then they be worse than the fucking women they talking about. So what my main message that I've been trying to get across to you guys since the beginning of the time, please care less. Please share this video with somebody who needs to hear this, because we ain't gonna have a goddamn USA no goddamn more if we keep letting these simps keep doing what they've been doing. It's gonna get so bad. This one chick, she was on the podcast, she said she can't even find a guy in LA that hasn't been left by his wife for another woman. The woman was cheating with the guys, these LA guys, because LA is a blue state, so it's a lot of liberal men, which is, oh my God, liberal men get ran over by women. They marry a gorgeous girl, and the girl will be cheating in the marriage with another girl and end up leaving them for a girl. How soft do you gotta be when a girl feels like a woman is a better choice than you? Like, this is what's happening, bro. Like, if we keep speeding up this liberal shit, the whole US is gonna be like California, where guys are married to beautiful women and the women are leaving them for women, not men. They're leaving them for women because they feel like the women are more masculine than the fucking men. That's crazy. And I'm gonna end it on that note. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.